Hey, it's Denise here. Keep Austin Keto. I haven't been on a while. Oops, some stuff is gonna fall. I was trying to move some of my stuff out of the background here, but so I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys a little bit about different kinds of fats, different kinds of oils, and what I use. I've been kind of experimenting with finding some things maybe that aren't as expensive as the things that I'm currently using. So one of the oils that I use obviously is coconut oil, and this is the one that I usually use here. It's the Dr. Bronner's coconut oil. But I was finding that I would pop into a bunch of different stores to try to find who had it on sale. And the cheapest I could find it was $14.99 if it was on sale, and I would have to wind up buying a bunch of them at one time just so I could save a little bit of money. This one's really good if you like the taste of coconut. If you don't, this is probably not going to be for you. But the normal price of this one is $18.99. I've been using it for years, but I just wanted to share this because maybe someone wants to try it and they weren't sure about what it tastes like and all that stuff. And when I'm buying oil, I like to look at the bottom of the oil here. This discoloration here, you want that. So when you see that, don't think that that means this jar's almost empty. Don't think that that means that the oil is bad. It's not. The coconut oil, that's a better way to get the coconut oil. I like this one too because it's fresh pressed and unrefined. Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling on my words a little bit. And that's another reason I like this one as well, because it is going to be a more naturally processed coconut oil. I did find, though, while I was at Sprouts, just because this one's a little high, I wanted to see what else was out there. So while I was at Sprouts, I was able to find their organic virgin coconut oil at Sprouts, and it's unrefined. I'm not sure that it's first pressed, though, but still... it still has the coconut taste, which is nice. And this one's a little bit cheaper. I believe this one was $12.99. I know it was definitely cheaper, even with the Dr. Bronner's being on sale. This one was a cheaper option. So I went ahead and got a jar of this, and I do like this one. It's very similar to the Dr. Bronner's. And I also got, let's see, this one at Trader Joe's. I also got this one too. This is a smaller jar. I think it was $5.99 or $6.99. I'm not sure the exact price on this one. But this one also says cold pressed and unrefined as well. I don't feel like, if I remember correctly, I mean, it still smells like coconut oil, coconut. I think that you could probably get by with this one if you want to get started somewhere. And you know, obviously for all of us, our finances are different and we need options to get started. So I like Trader Joe's, and Sprouts is good as well. So those are two options for you as far as coconut oil goes. The other thing I did, which I thought I really want to share with people, is the coconut MCT oil. So I had been buying this one here, and I know it's backwards. It's Nature's Way, the coconut oil, MCT oil here. So I've been buying this one, and again, I was looking for it on sale, so I would pop into different stores and see when it would be on sale, and then that's when I would acquire this. So I've been looking online trying to see if I could discover a better way to get coconut oil and at a cheaper price, because really this is 20 ounces and I think I was paying $16.99 for this. That's pretty high. So every time I would pick it up, I was making sure that like it wasn't getting wasted and all that stuff, because the top of this bottle is pretty hard to use, and when you squeeze the oil out, kind of squirts all over the place. So I was able to find, let me see if I can find it online really quick. I was able to find some other coconut oil on Amazon that's cheaper. And it is more costly up front because it is a larger container. The price per ounce is cheaper. So this is the one that I got. And I've just been pouring this into that smaller bottle because I ran out, and I was looking online and I got this same day delivery, which was nice. So I bought this one here, and it's called Verdana, I believe it is, and I can put a link. It's organic coconut oil, the MCT oil. And so I just wanted to share that because per ounce, this is cheaper. I think if I looked at it correctly, I think that it was going to be 50 cents per ounce, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check here. Calculator. I can never find the calculator on my iPad when I need it. So that's... Give me just a second. I'm going to run and grab a calculator really quick. Okay. 60 divided by 128. Okay. That's about 47 cents per ounce, okay? And for this one, I don't know if you're like me. I just worked in grocery stores for a long time. I know I had a comparison shop for the most part, but there's some times where I just want to buy what I want to buy, and that just happened to be this oil. So, you know, like I said, this one was 20 ounces for about $17. Basically, we're talking about $1.18 an ounce. So that large container that I bought was obviously a lot cheaper than this small container. So if you have the money to go ahead and buy this large container online or something very similar to this, it's definitely going to be a better deal. You're going to get a cheaper price for the oil. And then if you already have one of these, you can just use it in this bottle and then store the rest away. Let's see what else. So I've been doing a lot of Trader Joe's shopping, Sprouts shopping. I like to comparison shop. A lot of times you can get ads online, so just check Google Sprouts. You can see their ad every week, and on Wednesday they have double ad Wednesdays. So on Wednesday you get to shop last week's ad and then the current week's ad as well. So just check those things out, because a lot of times you're going to find good prices, like especially on their store brand stuff. They do like 25% off sale or something. And I was able to acquire this Sprouts avocado oil. Make sure you're reading the ingredient list on the back of any of these sprays, because what you don't want to see is anything other than the oil. I think this one will have a CO2 cartridge in it, kind of like whipped cream, instead of the other ones I saw had propellants in it, so you definitely don't want to get those. So so far this is the only one that I've seen that doesn't have like propellants and added ingredients besides avocado oil. And I got this because I wanted to try to make donuts, which was an epic fail, by the way. So, all right, let's see. What else do I have here? So my normal go-to oil at one point, and this is of course an empty bottle, and I cook a lot, is this one here. And you can get this at H-E-B. I know for a lot of you guys who aren't in Texas, you're not going to be able to get some of these things I'm talking about, but you can definitely get, check out Sprouts, check out Trader Joe's. They're going to have a lot of the things that I'm showing you right now. And then other than that, I am in Texas, so for any of you guys that aren't in Texas, you may still be able to find some of these products. So this was the oil I was using here. I was getting it at Central Market for about $12.99. H-E-B owns Central Market, so I can also get this oil at H-E-B. So if you're H-E-B and you want a really good olive oil, this is backwards. It's Rustico, if you want to know the brand. Rustico is the brand. You can get this at H-E-B for $12.99. It's a great quality olive oil. It's about middle of the road. It doesn't have a lot of, you know, some of the olive oils are really spicy or kind of hit the back of your throat and stuff like that. So I try to get something that's middle of the road because I want to use it to cook everything. Let's see, what else do I have? Here's another one that's really good. This is an Italian olive oil. I got this at Trader Joe's. Yep. It's a little bit more, but if you're at Trader Joe's and you're picking up the coconut oil and you need some olive oil, here's the coconut oil again. It's a small jar. You can get this one for $14.99, and I think it's, let's see, 33 ounces. So that's a pretty good amount of olive oil for the price. And if I'm already there and I'm shopping and I need olive oil, I'm probably going to pick it up there instead of trying to run to H-E-B to get olive oil, unless I'm heading over there to grab something else. Let's see. I've got my table covered in oils here. All right. Let's see. Hey guys, I can see some people on. I can't really tell who's on. It's not showing me who's on here, so I did see a few of you guys, y'all. Let's see. The other one I want to show you is avocado oil because, again, I'm doing price comparison shopping here. And so back over to Trader Joe's, believe it or not, they have this brand of avocado oil, which I normally get at Sprouts or H-E-B. And it's a little cheaper at Trader Joe's, believe it or not. It's $8.99 when everywhere else that I've seen it, it's been about $12.99. So if you have the chance to go to Trader Joe's again and you're picking up some stuff, you've got coconut oil, olive oil, and avocado oil right there for you. And this one's cheaper. Let's see, Sprouts had this as well, and I think it was $14.99. Oh no, $12.99. Sorry, it was $12.99. So I'm glad that I didn't get it at Sprouts. So I'll tell you, I'm doing some comparison shopping here, seriously. But Sprouts did have their oil on, and I did keep the receipt. So their label's pretty standard here. Just look for the Sprouts label, and I'm sorry that it's backwards. This one, the avocado oil was $8.99. So Sprouts, Trader Joe's, you can get both of these. Okay? Just make sure you get this one at Trader Joe's and not at Sprouts. All right? And let's see, what else do I've got for you? I think I have one more thing for you. So the other thing that I use is for duck fat. You can usually get that in the meat market. If you just ask in the meat market, a lot of times they're going to have that. I know Central Market has duck fat if you want to use duck fat, and you keep that in the fridge, believe it or not. This one also, this beef fat, this brand here, Epic, they're a little pricey. I don't remember how much I paid for this. I want to say $10 to $12 for this. But if you want beef tallow, they also do duck. I believe that they do, what's the other one? Just look them up because I know that they do other fats as well. This is another one that should be kept in the fridge, but it's pretty straightforward. You can see it there. I've had my fat for the day already. The only other one I want to talk to you about is ghee. And I know that it's butter, but it's still high in fat. It's not super high. It's got about 5 grams of fat in it. At least this one does. Okay, so I wanted to show you this because it is a little pricey, but if you have issues with dairy and you can't eat a lot of butter, this is another good option for you, but it's a little pricey. It's $14.99 if I'm not mistaken. And be careful because these guys are making a liquid version of ghee and they have added some oil. Gosh, I can't remember what it is now, but you'll see it on the shelf if you'll look at it. Just make sure you're reading your labels because they have 3 of these and the other 2 are flavored, and then they have one that they made into a liquid, but they added another like commercialized oil into that. So be really careful with that. Otherwise, these guys are great. But I did find this, again, if you're a Sprouts shopper or you haven't gotten to go there yet and you plan on picking up some of these oils that I'm showing you, here is this grass-fed ghee here from Sprouts. And I was able to get this one. I think it was $8.99. It may have been on sale even at $11. It's still cheaper than the Fourth and Heart, which is this one. It's fine. If you can find this at, I think Whole Foods has it, H-E-B has it. I'm not sure who else has Fourth and Heart, but I know Vitamin Cottage has it. I'm not sure if the Vitamin Cottage is outside of, or which is Natural Grocers outside of Texas. I'm sure it is. Otherwise, you can get this one, the grass-fed ghee from Sprouts. So, let's see. So this one's 13 ounces. That's a pretty good size jar. Look at the difference. This one's only 9 ounces, okay? So you got 9 ounces for $14.99, and then you've got the store brand, which this one's a little melted right now. That's okay. It could be a little hot in my apartment. 13 ounces. I know I paid $8.99 for it because it was on sale. It may have been either $9.99 or $10.99, but still, you're getting more. It's cheaper than the Fourth and Heart here. So I want to show you that as well. Let's see. I found some oils at H-E-B and Walmart. I ordered some MCT oil from Amazon. Yeah, same here, Margie. That's what I was just showing, is that I got this big container here. If you have the money to go ahead and purchase this gallon, I think it came to 47 cents an ounce versus this here, which was over $1 an ounce, almost $1 an ounce. So I'm just transferring this into this bottle here. Yeah, I'm not necessarily limited, but I'm kind of done with like having to go to so many different stores to acquire the items I need. That's why I'm trying to figure out about using store brand stuff, which is fine. I don't have an issue with using store brand stuff at all. I got 50 pounds of pork fat from the butcher for $28 and made my own lard. Ooh, nice. I would love to do a live with you, Margie, and walk through the process of how to make your own lard. I just need to figure out where to get pork fat at. I know I have a couple of local butchers here, some old school places that have been around for a long time that are like meat markets that could probably help me out with that. And I may check into that because I've been wanting to do my own lard as well, just because the store-bought stuff isn't that great. It's already processed. The only other things that I wanted to show you is that I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to get my fats in during the day and retrain myself to, you know, not necessarily eat while I'm at work, and how can I carry fats with me. And I have a couple of different options here, which I thought were kind of interesting and I'd share with you. So this is just a little tincture bottle, and it has a dropper here, and I put some MCT oil into this bottle. And I thought I would do that because that's going to help me get fats in during the day, just in case I don't have time to eat. I can still figure out a way to get my fats in. And I am not sure how much this bottle holds, but I know that there are 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. And I think that it would probably be close to 6 droppers. And that may get you what's in the bottle. So I wanted to share that with you. And I also wanted to share these little containers that I got here. It's already stained because I had vinegar in it. So what I've got here is, it's 3 little parts, and I had to pull them apart to wash them, but this is kind of the sealer and the lid at the same time. See if you can just put this back together like this. And then here's the little lid. So they're little salad dressing containers, and they hold 2 ounces worth of whatever you want to put in it. Typically it's going to be salad dressing, right? But I thought that this is a great way to make like a liquid fat bomb, and it's 2 ounces, okay? And so 2 ounces, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is 4 tablespoons, and you can Google that. So you can Google any of your measurements that you need. You can Google convert. You can say, well, it says 2.3 ounces, so it's a little bit more. So if you're needing to do measuring, tablespoon, and you can do 2 ounces in this because you don't need to fill it up. You wouldn't probably want to fill it up, so you could do 2 ounces, which is 4 tablespoons of some sort of fat. You could do the grass-fed ghee with MCT oil because it's already liquefied in the jar right now. So I just wanted to share those with you. I wanted to share the oils with you. If you have any questions about any of the oils that I mentioned, I think I was pretty thorough about telling you where I got them from and about how much they cost. The only other one I have, which I like a lot, this is going to be great like on eggs and stuff like that if you're trying to get some extra fats in. I love these guys. They're here in Texas. And this one here specifically is a green chili oil. It is a little bit spicy, but I like to put it on top of my scrambled eggs, on top of an omelet and things like that. The price for this size, and they have ones smaller and larger than this, I believe is $12.99. But as you can see, I mean, I bought this weeks ago and I've only used, you know, this much. So I think that that's a pretty good deal to have some options to get your fats in with some added flavor into it already. And I think that's about it. I just wanted to share those with you and chat with you guys later. Bye.